Rebel Minds, Class War, Mass Suffering, and the Urgent Need for Socialism, written and narrated by Susan Rosenthal. We understand the world on the basis of our experience. How can you know if your experience is unique to you or common to many? As a physician, I listened to hundreds of people's experiences. Their stories enabled me to see social patterns that are normally hidden. I learned that most people think of their problems as unique and individual, when they are actually common problems shared by many. I discovered that the suffering we label as mental illness is the kind of suffering we would expect when people are trapped in bad situations. Why do we treat this suffering as a personal or medical defect? Why don't we change the conditions that cause suffering? People everywhere want the same things: safe homes, nutritious food, clean water, sanitation, and access to information, tools, technology, and medical care. We also have social needs: to live in supportive communities where we are heard, accepted, included, and cared for. These needs are not extravagant. Our world is rich in resources, enough for everyone to have a decent life, yet too few do. What or who is standing in the way? You may think such questions can only be answered by experts. Not so. We are all personally affected by what happens in society. That gives every one of us the right to express our opinion about what is wrong and to be involved in making it right. This is harder than it sounds. As a physician, I learned that in order to solve a complex problem, you have to get to the root of it. If you don't get to the root, you end up chasing symptoms while the disease progresses. What we think of as social problems are actually symptoms of a deeper problem: the division of humanity into three social classes: a tiny ruling class who compete among themselves for wealth and power, a larger manager class who do their bidding, and the majority working class who create all social wealth, yet get no say in the direction of society. This class nature of society is denied by rulers and managers who insist that the world is the way it is because of biology or human nature, and therefore cannot be changed. I wrote Rebel Minds to offer you a more useful way to understand the world, one that can help us move forward, and we must move forward if we hope to survive on this planet. We do not have to accept the way things are. We can build the world we want and deserve, not by wishing and hoping and trusting authorities, but by understanding how we got here, what keeps us here, and what we must do to end unnecessary suffering and get ourselves free.